Morning. It's August 4th, 2008, and about 9 o'clock in the morning, and as you can see, it's just another beautiful day on the banks of the Big Hole River in Montana. Hi, my name's Rick Abelson, and it's going to be my pleasure to share with you a brief look at one of the best kept secrets in Montana, Meriwether Ranch, the first private residence club dedicated solely to the outdoorsman. You know, if you folks have ever thought of buying real estate, residential real estate, recreational real estate in Montana, well, you owe it yourself to stick with us for the next few minutes and watch this video. Because through these gates, you're going to discover a creation dedicated to the beauty of Montana at its best. You're going to discover a ranch dedicated to everything special to the fisherman, the hunter, and the lover of the outdoors. I hope you folks got a good imagination, because what you're going to witness is a labor of love that's being built as we speak. Oh, by the way, if you folks are looking for Montana property that is convenient to boutique shopping, lots of five-star restaurants, unlimited nightlife, and maybe 2 or 3 Starbucks, Meriwether Ranch is probably not going to be for you folks. We're a little bit more rural, a little bit more rustic than that. You guys need to go to Aspen or Jackson Hole. However, if you're like the folks that have purchased with us already, and if you love nature, if you love some of the best trout fishing on the planet, if you love big game hunting, and if you love a setting that's so peaceful and quiet you can hear your blood pressure drop, then you're in the right place at the perfect time. So if you like what you're hearing so far, saddle up, settle in, and let's go take a look at the ranch. My friend Rob Cox is going to be filming today, and hopefully we won't get lost. But let's go take a look. Oh, by the way, when we get on the ranch, there's a mother moose with her calf somewhere out there. We see her from time to time, so if you see them together, make sure you stay out of the way, because those moose cows are a little protective of their calves, especially this time of year. Let's go take a look. Well, you know, one of the first things folks notice when they enter the ranch is the openness of everything. That's by design. Our developers, Dave and Emily Ellingson, they love Montana, and they wanted to protect and conserve the ranch as unspoiled as possible. So instead of maximizing their profits by developing the entire 724 acres, what they've done is they've dedicated 690 of those acres to a private conservation easement to ensure that the land, the river, and everything that lives in them will be forever preserved, so that your children, your grandchildren, and their children will be able to visit here in the decades to come and enjoy the beauty of Montana as Mother Nature intended. So I got to tell you, if you're looking for heavy development, you need to go someplace else. You're not going to find it here. Now, there's 3 types of real estate available for purchase here at Meriwether Ranch. Now, some folks love Montana so much that they want to retire here and they want to build their own residence. For those folks, we offer incredible home sites, ranging in size from 1 acre to about 1 3/4 acres in size. And we've got 17 of those sites starting in price from $695,000. And as today, we only have 8 left. Of course, the home site's 1 acre, but your backyard, that's what's exciting, is the entire 724-acre ranch, which is available to you as your own personal playground. We'll talk a little bit more later about the home sites. You know, Rob, my dad is 89 years old, and he's got a lot of great stories and sayings. I remember as a young teenager, he told me, make sure I get a lot while I was young. Well, I followed his advice. I did just that. However, I was in my 30s before I realized that he was talking about real estate. What a guy. Now, what we're getting ready to do right now is we're coming up on the first of 2 very unique bridges. We're really proud of our connection to Lewis and Clark's passage through this valley in the early 1800s, and what we've done is we've honored it by naming not only the ranch, but the 2 bridges that cross the Big Hole River after them. Now, these spans are as exceptional as their namesakes. They're engineering marvels. As a matter of fact, there's nothing else like them in Montana. They're called Sahali bridges. They were designed to maximize their accessibility across the river while minimizing the impact on it. You should have seen, these bridges were flown in by massive helicopter, and they were laid in to minimize the impact on the river. Now, the first bridge is called the Meriwether Bridge, and this is what we're going across to get to Wisdom Island. Lewis and Clark chose the name Wisdom as a tribute to then President Thomas Jefferson. I guess he was a pretty smart guy. Wisdom Island is 140 acres in size, and what's amazing about it, we're only going to have 5 residences built on the entire island. At the present time, 2 of the residences are complete, and the 3rd is under construction, which we'll see in just a second. Now let's stop for a moment on the bridge here and we'll take a look at the Big Hole River. Wow, how good is this? You know, you may or may not know this is the main channel of the Big Hole River, and as most people know, it's one of the last free-flowing rivers in the state of Montana. As a matter of fact, the entire flow is dependent totally on Mother Nature. Hardcore fishermen, they speak in reverence, in awe of the Big Hole. If you're looking for that big trophy brown trout, the Big Hole River is like going to Mecca. I mean, if you love to fish, this is as good as it gets. And what a lot of folks are surprised at, as an added bonus, there are 8 other blue ribbon trout streams just a short drive from the ranch. Not to mention we have some great alpine lake fishing up in the mountains just outside our back gate. Off to the left, as we enter the island, is Meriwether Lodge and Cabana. As you can see, it's a work in progress. This will be the community gathering place for the owners at Meriwether Ranch. Some folks will gather around the pool. Some will work up a sweat in the fitness center. And still others are going to relax in the lounge with a beverage of their choice after a long day of fishing or hunting. Our ranch manager and the concierge will be located in the lodge. Now, we're not going to go in there right now because I don't have enough hard hats for all of you. You know those sticky rules they have for construction sites. But if you come back in 60 to 90 days, I'll have a beer with you in there. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's only going to be 5 residences built on Wisdom Island, and they're going to be located here to our right. Remember, there's 3 types of real estate ownership available here at Meriwether. First, you could buy a custom home site and build your own home, as I mentioned earlier. But if that's not your cup of tea, you can also opt to purchase a pre-built 4,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath luxury residence as you see here. Now, all of these residences will back up to the Big Hole and are so convenient, if you wanted to, you could go out the back door in your bathrobe and catch a trout for breakfast. Now, with 4 bedrooms and a loft, and there's also about 1,000 square feet of decking, there's plenty of room for your family to spread out. There's even room if you want to bring some freeloading friends along. Now, these riverfront residences are listed at $3.1 million, and this is the second type of real estate ownership we offer. Come on, let's take a look. Well, what can I say? Makes you kind of feel like you want to take your shoes off, huh? If you don't like this, you don't like ice cream. Everything is included, right down to the corkscrew for the wine. All you need to do is bring your toothbrush. We'll take care of the rest. The third type of ownership is what we call the fractional, the private residence club. This was designed for those folks who love the quality and beauty of a residence like this, but don't want the hassles and the headaches of maintaining it from long distance if they're only going to be spending part of the year in Montana. Now, for these folks, we've divided the residence into 8 fractions, allowing you to own as many fractions as you wish, and you share the ownership with other folks like yourself. Each fraction gives you the deed and title that you can use, will it, you can sell it, pass it on to your heirs, and each fraction entitles you to approximately 45 days of vacationing a year. It's actually the best of both worlds. And right now, each 1/8 fractional is priced at $353,000. Now, what's really exciting, in addition, as a fractional owner, you'll receive airport pickup when you arrive in Montana. You'll be chauffeured to the ranch. You're also going to have a late model SUV in your garage for your exclusive use while you're here in residence. However, you got to pay for the gas. We also provide pre-arrival shopping, so your kitchen will be fully stocked when you arrive. It's a totally turnkey operation. No maintenance to worry about, no housekeeping to worry about. We'll even store your personal belongings when you leave and then have them waiting for you on your next visit. Everything's included in your ownership. Let's head on down the road a bit.